Alright guys, Hazing here, welcome back to the channel for another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. So, our boy Sephiroth is now in the game and a lot of you will be wanting to use him as soon as possible. So, in this video we're going to be looking at the best way for you to build him, basically. The best way for you to extract the most from his native stats and things like that, and basically help him push you to doing great damage numbers and also be a beast in multiple different modes within the game. Okay, so let's have a look and see exactly what we should be targeting when it comes to Sephiroth. So I'm going to go to here because I've put him on here naked, right? Apart from this weapon here, but we'll go over that in a second, right? So this weapon is only providing, just so that you can see, 5 additional magic attack, okay? So 5 additional magic attack over physical attack. So if we look at Sephiroth's native stats, you will see that he inherently has more magic attack than he does physical attack. So in my opinion anyway, it probably makes more sense to build Sephiroth as your magic attacker, right? Because you're going to get higher numbers from him due to the fact that he does have this higher base stat. So the more you get any kind of materia or anything like that that adds percentage boosts, you're going to get more gain from targeting magic attack than you will on physical attack, which is probably pretty good if you're someone who's already kind of built your Cloud, because chances are you've probably built Cloud to be your physical attacker. So it's nice that you can build him this way because it will allow you to have both of those characters on your team, and it means that for a lot of content you're going to be able to hit it pretty hard with both elements if you want to. Obviously if you're fighting that stage and the unit is weak to physical attack, maybe tag in someone like your Zac. If they're more weak to magical attack, you can get rid of your Cloud and put someone else in there. But having this guy built to more be a magical attacker, in my opinion, is a better way to go than making him a hybrid attacker. Now, why do I say this? Right, well, for that we're going to go and look at his banner, right? Because his banner is the easiest way to see all the weapons that he has available. Now, I've got specific things within my own wish list, and I'll show you why first of all before we look at all of his weapons, right? But the reason I've gone for the weapon loadout down here that I've gone for is, first off, his featured weapon on this banner, this one, Edged Wings, it is an ice related magical weapon, okay, which is obviously going to help you if you are taking on something like the Ifrit trial, which ironically we do have a co-op Ifrit campaign just now. It's as if that was planned, isn't it? So that's one, right? And if we look here, I've gone for this one because this is a fire based weapon, prototype Crimson Blade, and you can see it's also scaled by magic attack, okay? So you're going to get more magic attack using this, and he also has an inherently higher magic attack stat, so he's going to do more with this than he would with a physical weapon. And also this is going to help you with the likes of Shiva. If you're going to be farming up Shiva, this is going to give you another character who can push out good fire numbers, okay? Because if you look here as well, his R abilities on this, it's going to boost attack, which is both magic and physical, and it's also going to boost his fire potential, okay, or potency, sorry, which is going to allow him to do even more damage. Now obviously if you're someone who has got other weapons, you can put them on the sub slot or the R slot, whatever you call it, I keep forgetting, and you will get even more fire potential, which will allow him to do even more damage, right? Now along with that, get this one here, which, nope, wrong one, we'll go back to that one in a second. This one here, which is going to give you lightning based damage, and it's also going to boost lightning potential, and it's going to boost his magic attack. Now the good thing about this is, we were talking a minute ago about units that you might be able to run together, like Cloud and him, and then there's going to be times where Cloud won't fit in the team if you're looking more to just push magical attack. If you're running a stage that's weak to thunder, if you've already built up Muramasa, then you're going to have a weapon that sits nicely on his sub-equips, giving him even more lightning potential, and this is going to do even more damage for him, okay? So this is another elemental attack that you've got in your arsenal if you are building up Sephiroth. Now along with that, you've got a more how do I put this, buffing based weapon, Anoibi. This one here is pretty good. Magic attack is increased, potency mid, range self, duration 36 seconds, so he's boosted himself for 36 seconds. Regen is applied 9 seconds, magic heal is cast, 11% of healing potential. And that's going to boost HP and boost ability potential. So this is a very good weapon in my opinion for you to target, because it is going to feed into what makes him strong, which is his magical attack. He's got a decent physical attack as well, don't get me wrong, but I think it does make more sense to target his magical attack. And this is going to be your, I want to say, buffing stroke healing weapon for Sephiroth. Would I run him as a healer? No, but it's nice to always have that in your arsenal, and this buff could be pretty good for you, especially if you are obviously in stages that are a little bit more difficult and you're punching a little bit above your power level. So those are the weapons that I kind of see as the key ones you want to target. Now there is another one on here that I'm going to do just now, is this one here. Shinra Blade Model 1, deal 500% magic non-elemental damage, single target, crit rate 10%, boosts attack and boosts ability potential. Okay, now the reason I'm going to put that on there is it's a very high damage weapon if you are fighting someone who maybe doesn't require you to have elemental buffs, and it's always nice to have that for your characters. Okay, not only that, it has got the boost ability potential, which is pretty good if you've got that in your sub equips. It can help out loads of units in different stages. So the thing I like about Sephiroth is not only is he himself a beastly unit, his weapons are pretty good at servicing the rest of your team because of their sub abilities and things like that. Now let's take a look at the rest of his weapons. Now most of these are more physical based. If you do decide you want to go down a physical build, I personally do say stick with the magical build though, right? So you can see here, Nameless, this is the one you got for free. This is more of a buff for your physical attack. I think it's nice that they gave us a 5-star weapon, but I do see what they've done here. They've given us a weapon that isn't exactly probably the best weapon to have given you for his arsenal. But again, it's nice to have. Essentially, it's like the physical version of that other weapon we looked at a second ago, except it doesn't give you any healing, right? So it is going to boost HP and boost lightning resistance, which could be good if you're fighting an enemy who is giving out lightning damage. So we get this one here as well, which deals 350 physical non-elemental damage. It boosts physical attack and it boosts limit break potency. Okay, I keep saying potential, but I mean potency. I mean, this one's pretty good at the bottom, but again, would I be targeting this first? Definitely not. I actually quite like this weapon, Northern Lights, okay? Now it is a physical, but it does debuff the enemy for doing physical damage. So deal 320% physical non-elemental damage. Physical attack is decreased. Potency mid, range single enemy, duration 20 seconds. Now, I still wouldn't run this unless you are really fighting a unit that hits you very, very hard and you want to decrease their physical attack. But it looks cool, right? It looks cool, but I don't think that's enough of a reason to summon it. That's probably my second highest leveled weapon just now, but it's just because that's what I had. Looking at this one finally, Mithril type Okatana. Physical defense is increased, so it's a buff to yourself. Regen is applied, so again this is a way for you to get some HP back, and physical heal is cast, potential potency 11% of healing potential. And this one, boost HP, boost magic ability potency. I keep saying potential. So I feel like the weapons I've got down here, including the featured weapons, are probably the best ones to go for him right now. Obviously it kind of goes without saying that because of what we've got going on at the moment, I would probably rank his featured weapon at the moment as his kind of top weapon. After that it kind of varies a little bit. I actually do rank the Crimson Blade quite high. The reason I'm saying that is because we have a stage where you can use this. It's an AoE, okay, but we specifically have a stage, Farm and Shiva, that this is going to come in handy, right? Which is something that I think it shouldn't be overlooked, and I would probably put that up there as one of his top three, we'll say top three weapons. Other than that, these other two have their uses, definitely. This one might be his top 2 weapon because it is a buff that's really going to feed into his key stat, shall we say. And this one here, it's up there. I mean, really, I don't know if I would put it like top 3 or anything, but it shouldn't be sniffed at. 500% damage is good if you're fighting someone who doesn't have any elemental weaknesses. And again, essentially it's a neutral weapon, so while you won't get any advantages from it, you won't get any disadvantages from it, and it does hit very hard, so it is very, very good. But again, when it comes to his wish list, I would be loading it out something to the effect of this. This might look a bit like overkill on him. The reason being, I've now managed to overboost my Muramasa. I'm not caring too much about adding +1s and stuff, so I thought I'll lead with more of his weapons, meaning I've got a good chance of getting a bit of usage out of him pretty quickly. So when it comes to Sephiroth, I personally would target magical attack. It's his inherently higher attack stat, and you're going to see more from him if you do that. It's up to you guys how you progress, but again, I think really you want this one first of all, his featured weapon, and I'd say that after that, if you can get lucky and pull this or any of these 3, I think you're doing pretty well and you're off to a good start with this man. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about Sephiroth so far in the comments down below. I've been Hazink, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.